Welcome to CCTV America's What Lies Beneath series. It's our week-long look at the practice of hydraulic fracturing or fracking. It's a controversial process that uses a mixture of water and chemicals to extract gas from underground rock formations. And we turn our attention to Europe, where lawmakers have just voted to force energy companies to carry out environmental audits before they begin fracking projects. The draft legislation also expands rules pertaining to oil and coal exploration. Environmentalists say this could help prevent risky shale projects, and that's according to Sandrine Bellier, a French lawmaker and spokeswoman for the Greens group. Now, members of the shale gas industry, meanwhile, say it goes against the trend in Europe of minimizing regulatory burdens on businesses. And it's the latest blow to the shale gas sector in Europe. France banned fracking outright in 2011. Bulgaria banned it early last year. And even countries like Poland and Norway, which had hoped to have shale gas revolutions similar to the US, have suffered setbacks. Initial estimates of the shale gas reserves beneath the ground have been slashed dramatically. So it is this combination of both public anger and governmental opposition to fracking that has set the industry there apart from what we've seen here in the United States. And Richard Bestic has more on just why fracking hasn't caught on in Europe.
Energy companies have been digging deep across Europe for that ever-elusive holy grail of supply, a source that's independent, reliable and cheap. There was a lot of optimism for fracking in Poland. Western firms piled in and came up with not very much. While potential shale oil and gas deposits in other countries has triggered widespread protest. Here, demonstrators shatter the quiet of the English countryside in opposition to an exploratory drill by the UK company Quadrilla. Fracking has become a fashionable cause.
So the land that we stand on now, at the moment, is liable to be polluted everywhere in order to do whatever, in order, all we know, to make money for these energy companies.
The UK government is in favour. Fracking, it said, could increase energy self-sufficiency, create thousands of jobs and boost tax revenues.
We need secure, good value energy supplies so that our businesses can thrive in the global race and consumers can benefit from lower prices.
A conflict of views that risks undermining investment potential. In Romania, the church has waded in against fracking. In France, it's been outlawed for years, but environmentalists remain ever watchful.
This is a serious drill that can go down to 3,000 meters and drill horizontally. There's an advanced platform that's equipped for fracking, and that meets the technical specs for fracking. That means everything's in place for it to happen.
And this, a symbol of why the new technology is so tempting for European governments. 1,200 kilometers of pipeline that stretches like an umbilical cord across a continent. A tangible reminder of Europe's dependence on Russian energy. So fracking in Europe is complicated. As long as Quadrilla there behind the trees continues its exploration, these protesters here will remain in place. And that's a picture pretty much reflected right across the continent. Richard Bestic, CCTV in Balcombe, southern England.